Welcome to the Live in the Hive. This is the show, The Cool Way to Calm. I'm Dr. Annika Sorensen from Sweden, and I help stressed out business leaders to calm down so that they can ramp up and speed up and do things in a much better way and get more done in way less time. Today, I want to talk about eat by the clock. Last week, we talked about the sleep by the clock, and now it's eat by the clock. You see, food, eating, it's very complicated. It is not all about getting nutrition and good food to eat so that you can grow and get the nourishment and all that. It's also about celebration. You eat when you celebrate, and you have all these fancy things. They might not be so good for you, but once in a while, that's really okay. And then you have food for comfort when you're feeling down. And food can actually become a drug in those cases, because you turn to food as a comfort for whatever you are longing for. And if you're depressed, you eat things that you crave. That's just how it is. So that's why food is such a complicated and kind of hard to regulate business for so many people. There are so many odds and ends into the setting. And it's a lot about weight. There are endless programs about weight loss, because you are not supposed to eat, or you are supposed to eat, or whatever. And when we talk about the weight, we can look, the weight is that we can look at is as the measurements that you used to do was to look at the BMI, body mass index. And that's a formula between your weight and your length. And I'm not going to go into the details, and it's not perfect to see the risks from this measurements. The more correct way to measure you is to measure your waist. That is so much more correlated to all these things with that is the waist is so much, the waist measurement is so much more correlated to your your waist measurements is so much more correlated to your health, and it's independent of your height. So it gives a better, you see the ratio between fat and muscles and about the weight if you do your waist measurement instead of the body mass index. So that gives a much better correlation to cardiovascular disease, diabetes. There are so many opinions on what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, and there are countless of variations of diets out there and supplements, and some are really expensive, and they tie you up for you have to do this or that, you're supposed to eat this or that, and you have to pay to go on, and they are sometimes not even good for you. Of course some are, but there are it's a way to get people into something. Like I said, it's like a drug, and when you have a program, you can call on people's behavior or people's logging for being the slim person, and it will be as you have it's like a drug. And what I say is that I don't really believe in diets in that sense. I believe in eating fully nourishment food, good food at the consistency at regular hours, and never skip a meal, because your brain needs nourishment and nutrients all day around. So you need to eat at a regular basis. So eat by the clock. Like I talked about last week about the clocks, they are set in our brain how our body wants it. And if we stick to what our clocks in the brain tells us, because that's the old biology from when we were made human beings, if we stick to that, we will feel well. If we skip and don't do it, then we will feel ill. The clocks get out of rhythm. I use what I would call a small little rule that I made up. I call it the 3-2-1 rule. It is having 3 main meals per day: breakfast, lunch, and supper. And then 2 snacks in between with nuts, rye bread, fruit, something that gives you nutrients. Because, like I said, the brain, this one inside here, it wants constant energy levels for working in a perfect way. So it craves energy at the consistent way. So don't skip the meals. And it also prevents you from, if you go by this, the 3 main meals and 2 snacks, then you are not get into this snacking where you start eating sweets with a lot of empty calories, or drink sodas with no nourishment but a lot of calories, and you think that you will get more clear, and you are for a moment, you feel energized, and then afterwards you go down in a dip because your system has then hijacked your blood sugar system, and that makes you be a slow thinker instead. And then I said 3-2-1 rule, and the 1 goes for taking 1 portion every meal, not 2 or 3, and at a standard plate. So if you feel and if you have the feeling that you actually are eating a little bit too much, then take a smaller plate. Looks more, and it's not that easy to overeat if you take a smaller plate. Eat a little bit of everything, real food, real nutrients. Why not go for things that are grown close to where you live, so it doesn't have to be transported, and will have more of its nutrients still there. And lots of fruits and veggies, because they have the vitamins, that's the antioxidants that help us stay healthy, helps our immune system. And we need, especially in times of corona and other infection times, we need really to boost our immune system with good things. And the fruits and vegetables also, it makes your stomach happy. Your bowel function is working so much better, and you will thrive because you feel good. When we talk about the antioxidants or the vitamins or fruits and veggies, I have a rule, there is an old rule saying eat an apple a day to keep the doctor away. And I usually say eat 3 colors a day on your fruits and veggies to keep the doctor away. Because if you eat 3 different colored vegetables, they each have their own antioxidant. The color in these fruits and vegetables, they are the antioxidants, and they have all these odd names that you can never remember. But if you remember to eat 3 different colors a day, then you get 3 different antioxidants. And if you have different colors, so different fruits on different days of the week. You will get what you need. And when we talk about food also, more people today are dying from obesity than from malnutrition, as it was some not that far away, long time ago. So what I would say to summarize it is to find the rhythm for food. Listen to your clocks up here, because they tell you that you need food on a regular basis. Make it at regular hours. Try to stick to that all day long, all week long, also on the weekends, because your brain or your stomach does not know what week it is. It doesn't matter for your biology what day it is. It needs to get the same good stuff every day. So eat at regular hours, and yes, let your clocks be in charge and feed it with good stuff. If you want to know more how you can start your journey towards a less stressed and healthier life, then go to my website, Ask Dr. Annika, askdrannika.com. And at the top, you will find a free starter kit for your de-stress work. So just go there and you can get it. It's all for free, and it's a really good start on that. Thanks you for today.